Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. Here's your Monday Minute. Today, I have Dr. Mark Mayfield with us. He is our CEO and founder of Mayfield Counseling. And I really wanted to invite Mark here today to talk about, a light topic, the topic of emotions. And so I'm going to hand it over to Mark. Mark, why are emotions important?
Light topic. How much time do we have to go through this
Right.
one? I think emotions are important because it's our kind of the foundation for how we relate. And as you look at our society and realize just how emotionally unintelligent a lot of us are.
Yeah.
And I raised my hand, 10 years ago, say that I was probably right in that ball game before I started counseling and that kind of stuff. But emotions are really important in the sense of understanding kind of how we're feeling in conversation and relationship, but picking up on others too. So if I'm looking and having eye contact with you and, you are smiling, but your eyes say something different, like I need to pick up on that and go, hey, what's going on? Why are you seemingly sad? And you're like, well, I'm not sad. What are you talking about? But it's this idea of recognizing, I think, just what's going on in ourselves and others and in a way that helps us deeper relate. And it's the buzz. I mean, the emotional intelligence is kind of this buzzword that's been going around for probably the last decade and a half.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great books out there on it, but really it just narrows down to how am I feeling, what's going on inside of me, and then how am I engaging you, and then understanding kind of how are you feeling, what's going on inside of you, and then how do we communicate that between ourselves.
Yeah. I think it's easy for you and I as therapists to talk about having a conversation with somebody and noticing that they're smiling, but something seems different in their eyes because that's something that we practice all the time.
Right.
So do you have any thoughts or advice for somebody who's not a therapist, who maybe isn't necessarily recognizing somebody's smile versus what's going on in their eyes?
Well, I think the first thing is it needs to begin with you as the listener, as the person that's engaging the other person. Like, how well do you pay attention to your own emotions?
Sure.
Right. I'm feeling off today. You might not be able to put words to it, but you're feeling off. Why are you feeling off? I'm feeling off because it's Monday. That's why we have the Monday Minute, right?
Yeah.
I mean, help you out. But is it also I'm feeling off because my grandpa just died, and it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since the funeral, and I thought I was better, but I'm not. And it's paying attention to yourself first, and beginning to put words to that, but I think when you do that, then you're able to listen to kind of how you're feeling when you're in relationship with somebody else, and picking up on those gut reactions is what I call them.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think the best way to start is just to ask. Let's say your grandpa just died, and it's like, hey, Julia, you're smiling, and I see that, so you call it out, but going, but how are you really doing? And it's engaging that deeper meaning.
Sure. I think that's so huge. What would you say is a benefit of being emotionally aware? What does that gain us as individuals?
I think it gains first of all, it gains self-awareness. One, you're not kind of wandering around this world kind of not knowing how you're doing.
Yeah.
But two, it allows you to dig into maybe areas of tension. I always say that there's not good and bad emotions. They're just emotions. And some emotions are harder than others. Some are more enjoyable. But each emotion really engages us in a deeper understanding of ourselves, the world around us, and our relationships. And I think it provides a lot of freedom, or can provide a lot of freedom if you do it in a way that teases those things out to make understanding of them.
Absolutely. I think that's so key, because if we don't feel our emotions, then we kind of get bottlenecked up. And I think that word freedom is so powerful. If we're able to move through our emotions, there is enough space for us to then recognize emotions in other people, which is kind of that next step that you kind of got to at the beginning is first, how am I feeling? And then how are they feeling? And without knowing ourselves first and creating some of that freedom and space, I don't think we can do that for other people. So, yeah. Well, guys, that's your challenge for this week. See if you can notice what emotions are going on inside of you. See if there's a difference in what you're presenting to other people versus what you really feel on the inside. And then if you can kind of start to figure some of those things out, see if you can start to notice it in other people too. See what difference it makes inside yourself. See what difference it makes in the conversations that you're having with people, and just notice what's going on inside of you. How does that change your relationships? All right, friends, get yourselves to the weekend, enjoy your time, and we'll see you here on Monday.